The human body is pretty good at expelling the foreign objects and substances that end up inside of it, but sometimes it apparently decides to just go with the flow. Here are 10 incredible things that have been found hanging around inside of people. Number 10. Pea sprout. A 75-year-old man was exhibiting the classic signs of lung cancer, including coughing, appetite loss, and fatigue. A biopsy, however, revealed that it wasn't a tumor that was causing his woes. It was a pea that was sprouting in his lung.
Ron says he never felt anything growing in his chest, just a lot of coughing. Doctors suspect he had eaten a pea at some point in the last couple of months and it went down the wrong way and then began to grow.
Number 9. Maggots. Oftentimes when people self-diagnose, they end up imagining a scenario that's far worse than the reality. Unfortunately, for a man who had recently traveled to Belize, that was not the case. What he thought were giant bites or shingles covering his scalp ended up being live maggots. Number 8. Fir tree. Doctors in Russia believed that a patient complaining of extreme chest pain and coughing up blood had a tumor, but further investigation revealed that what was causing the trouble was a fir tree. Its needles were rubbing against the man's capillaries, causing both the discomfort and the bleeding. Number 7. Big live worm. Itchy eyes are troublesome, but can often be remedied with drops. That is, unless the irritation is being caused by an approximately 5-inch worm. Doctors in Mumbai discovered just such a thing. Removal did the trick, and the patient reported feeling much better after the extraction. Number 6. Tapeworm. Their existence inside of the human digestive system is a relatively common occurrence, but one woman had one lodged in her brain. It had nestled deep into the area near the stem, causing the host blurred vision and numbness in the arm. Number 5. Spider. Strange scratching sounds in her ear are what tipped singer Katie Melua off to the fact that something was amiss. Doctors discovered that a spider had taken up residence in her ear. She believes it got there by stowing away on a pair of earbuds. Number 4. Leech. While a boy was waiting in a rice paddy, a leech reportedly crawled up his urethra and ended up in the youth's bladder. After 2 months of enduring the sensation of constantly having to urinate, the child got some much-needed medical attention. Doctors identified and removed the problematic invertebrate. Number 3. Another leech. For weeks, a woman in the UK thought that her persistent nosebleeds were connected to a motorcycle accident she'd had recently. That is, until she spotted a leech head emerging from her nostril. Her attempts to remove it herself were unsuccessful. Thankfully, the doctor she went to had much better luck. Number 2. Live fish. Kids and fraternity guys have been known to swallow living fish without incident, but inhaling one apparently doesn't end as well. A 12-year-old unintentionally breathed one in while playing around in a river, and the still thriving creature ended up in his lung. Surgical removal was required. Number 1. Squid sperm. A woman in South Korea knew something was wrong when she bit into her seafood meal and experienced sharp pains. Even after she'd spit the squid out, a prickling sensation lingered. It turned out that the cephalopod sperm had been released and cemented itself to the woman's tongue, cheek, and gums. What do you think is the weirdest creature found hanging around in a person's body?